Captain Kyle Roberts of the Castle Federation Space Navy paused in the transfer tube to take one last look at Avalon. He'd commanded the big carrier for 4 months and 10 days, and was now handing her back into the hands of the same yards he'd received her from. Despite her immense bulk, battle damage was clearly visible on her outer hull. They'd covered the most egregious of holes before making the 2-week flight home from the front, but given the amount of damage the supercarrier had taken, many smaller ones were still visible. It would be months before the ship could fight again, but she'd done her builders proud in managing to come home at all. The other man sharing the transit tube with the immense red-haired captain coughed slightly. "I hate to rush you, sir, but we are the last ones off, and the yard wants to commence the atmosphere purge immediately." Fleet Commander James Anderson, no longer his executive officer as of 20 minutes earlier, told him. The slim man shared his former captain's height and dark red hair, but lacked the senior officer's sheer bulk. "They completed the life form scan?" Kyle asked softly. Last he'd checked, there were 3 cats officially assigned to the carrier, and they wouldn't necessarily follow orders to leave. "They have," Anderson confirmed. "Thermals and internal scanners show nothing aboard. They could probably skip the purge." Part of the purpose of removing the entire atmosphere from the warship was to deal with the inevitable rats and cockroaches and other vermin that inevitably ended up aboard any human spaceship. It was part of any ship's annual maintenance. The maintenance Kyle's ship was 8 months early for. Hopefully concealing his misgivings from Anderson, Kyle nodded and continued down the tube. His neural implant was still linked into Avalon's command net, and the ship calmly informed him as it continued shutting down system after system. Reaching the end of the tube, Kyle sent one final series of commands to his ship to finish shutting down everything, and then handed over control to Merlin 4's central systems. The sudden silence in his head gave him pause. The ceremonies had been almost half an hour earlier, but now was when he truly ceased to be Avalon's captain.